THQ.
Hey guys, and welcome to Splashdown Rides Gone Wild. I played the original Splashdown, a year ago, also by Rainbow Studios, and when I played that game, it was very, very, very okay. It didn't really try to do anything interesting, but it was solid at what it did. For $5, it was pretty good. And, eventually I was going to get around and play the sequel.
So now, here we are.
Here we are, Splashdown Rides Gone Wild. You can already see that it's got a little bit more personality to it.
Right.
I mean, in the original one, it was just, like a menu, and then it was just like, go to career mode and play these levels. But many of the characters from Splashdown 1 return, so I guess if you really had any favorites, then I don't know. But, look at those legs. Like, look, they just kind of ended. Look at those knees. That guy couldn't work.
That looks...
yeah.
That's safe.
Yeah, there was...
And, of course, we've got our friend Amon Ra.
Yeah, our boy Amon Ra.
So did you... I said 7% on 7% unlocked. Did you unlock him and then go back and start the game again?
Yeah, I played through the game with Kyoto. You remember the girl with the super annoying Asian voice?
Right.
She's back. I think actually a lot of the voice actors came back. Not like it would have cost very much money. It's not like they pulled AAA stars for this, but yeah, Amon Ra, you need to unlock him. So I went through, got points, unlocked him. I'll kind of explain the game's unlocking system, I think, at the end of this video.
Oh god, I really hope we get to see something really special at the end of the game like we did last time.
So there were two career modes you could pick, really, a world career and then like a that's more like the outdoor areas career, and then like I already forget what it's called, but a career basically consisting of all of those inside stadium
Indoors
areas
tracks.
that you remember Splashdown 1 had like 5 of them.
Right.
Well,
Those
this one
pretty cool.
This one has like 8 of them.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're starting off in Bermuda Blast.
So, what's the main... I already know this, I'm asking for the viewer's sake. The thing that sets this game apart. What sets it apart from other extreme sports games like it or jet ski games?
Well, I'm just going to mention one more thing about Splashdown 1. Got very okay reviews across the board, because again, didn't try to do anything. But this game really does try to go all out and do extra things. Like you can see, oh no, we're not racing around a single lap. Things are about to get a lot more hardcore than that. The thing about Splashdown Rides Gone Wild is that each of its 8 courses are based on like theme parks, or based around theme park design, and the levels sort of change up as you're going through them. That's right, this game had Levolution 10 years before DICE even approached the concept.
What's Levolution?
It's the thing in Battlefield 4.
Oh, do they have that in Battlefield 4?
Well, that's what they call it. But look, the camera's looking up. We're seeing boats falling from the sky because we're in Bermuda. We're in Bermuda. There's like wars going on. There's aliens all over the place.
I think they're trying to suggest that this is somehow related to the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
I don't see how any of this is related to the Bermuda Triangle.
Because things disappear in the Bermuda Triangle, Like, oh, look at that. That's an entire...
Oh, so that's their explanation. So
yeah.
So I sense some fiction coming.
Yeah. Some over the top, if you will. Some extreme...
explanation. That was a World War II era plane right there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think, like, while playing the game, it's kind of tough to watch all of these things going on. So... when you just get to watch the YouTube video, you could see all these things going on.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, you can immediately tell that there's a lot more effort put into everything in here than in, Splashdown 1.
First one, yeah. Can I say, sure. I mentioned this in a post on the forum, but this game got really good reviews, like overwhelmingly positive. Official PlayStation Magazine gave it a perfect 100, which I think is possibly unearned, because somebody else said this had perfect graphics. I don't know if perfect graphics would be the words I would use, especially considering, that's just a ridiculous thing to say about any era's graphics. Like, even if we look at the PS4 or the Xbox One, at their best, is still not going to be perfect. So calling it perfect graphics seems a little bit like, that seems a little bit like they're overselling it.
Yeah.
To me.
Especially because, again, the art style in Rides Gone Wild is a tiny bit weird. Characters don't have knees.
Right.
Their thighs just kind of end.
Their thighs end in a point, and then their lower legs start up.
But, I mean, all the mechanics you'd use, as an extreme sports game, everything that you'd look at is solid, is, again, done very well. The driving feels all right, despite what just happened there.
Right.
The turning, turning feels fine. And the tricking has been kind of improved. Tricks are no longer basically kind of random in the button combinations you need to press.
So they're kind of logical now. They all
have, there's
a left trick, there's a right trick kind of thing.
Yeah, there's still 3 tiers of tricks, which correspond to the 3 tiers on the on the bar on the bottom right. Because the way that, I guess, this game doesn't really have boost. You might be expecting a game of this genre to have like boost or such, but the way that the Splashdown games work is that just your max speed and your acceleration go up, if you get your bar on the bottom right up from yellow to orange to red. So you can only hit your top speed if you do enough tricks and pass enough buoys to get up into red.
Okay, that's cool.
So there's 3 tiers of tricks. The basic, like, hit the shoulder button and then up or left or right or down. And that's a yellow trick. That'll get you into the first bar. And then after you've done one of those, you usually press like 2 more directional buttons to go into an orange trick.
So it'd be like up and then left right, or right left, or could it be like left left?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, this is where it sort of starts to get confusing, because each of the 12 basic tricks have their own like 3 like tier 2 tricks they can go into, but it's not the same button combinations for each. So this is where you sort of need to start kind of memorizing things. And then it gets even harder when you go into the tier 3 tricks, which are 2 more button presses. So it'd be like a metronome, for example, is a knack-knack, which is L1 and then left. And then overall you need to hit left, up, left, right.
Left, up, left. Wow, okay.
But, if you do R1, left, up, left, right, that's not going to be anything.
Oh, okay.
So really what I ended up sort of having to do was like write a couple of those onto a sheet and then just sort of have it next to me while playing, and if I could quickly like glance down at those, because I'm racing on pro mode, which is like medium difficulty, and I am kind of winning by a fair margin, because I know where the shortcuts are and how the tracks go. But I'm guessing if you do like the hardest difficulty, you'll really need to stay at your top speed quite a bit.
Now, there was something in the booklet that we discovered that caught us kind of off guard, that you were worried about before recording this game, dealing with the save modes. You want to explain how that works and how you feel about that now that you've played the game a bit?
Yeah. When you start a career, you saw that you had continues, and you start out with 4 continues. If you don't place high enough in a race to get to the next race, you obviously have to do the race over, but you lose a continue. And if you run out of those and you don't get to the next track, your save file is deleted and you have to start the career over again.
Like, you have to start the career over.
Now, I don't know if it deletes your entire save file. Like, if I had screwed up with Amun-Ra, would I have lost everything I did to unlock him?
Oh,
I don't think so.
That seems rather strange.
Again, in Splashdown 1, you could retry something as much as you wanted.
Right. Because in the booklet, the way they explain it is something along the lines of, and correct me if I'm wrong here, the game will, if you fail, before you start the race, it deletes your save so that you can't just hit reset if you're doing badly.
Yeah.
Something to that effect.
Yeah.
Can you restart from the pause menu?
Yes, but that takes a continue.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Huh. So they really want you to play through this and do good the first time, I guess.
Yeah.
Or give you a couple extra chances, but for the most part, I guess that's...
I guess you could play on easy mode and get through them. But some of the shortcuts...
Oh, that's pretty cool. That was a really cool set piece.
Yeah. So what do you think of the levels? Like the Bermuda one and then
which
is like Jurassic Park in the ocean.
Right. I distinctly remember the first game feeling very bored about the level design, but this seems interesting. It seems pretty unique, actually. Oh, wow. That's a really out-of-the-way shortcut, but that was really cool.
You want to soar with the eagle?
Huh.
You gotta learn to fly.
These characters talking are still not good.
Yeah.
But
again, they got back quite a few of the original voice actors, which, you know, some of them weren't that great to begin with.
Right, yeah.
Again, Kyoto. And Amun-Ra, in a way. I mean, we love Amun-Ra, but we don't love him because he's well done.
Right. We love him the way we love Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
You know?
Though I gotta say, they did get rid of his just, like, scream. You know,
Oh,
you
good.
don't go off a ramp and then go, ah! Again.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, actually.
Yeah.
Because that was part of what I loved about Amun-Ra.
Yeah.
Just how...
And actually, about the voices,
That was kind of cool.
each level has one or two, you know, the levels, they'll change up a little bit from lab to
Right.
lab. And each level has, you know, an event where a character will have a unique line for it.
Okay.
Like, when you're riding through this underwater tunnel the third time, like a massive, well, that plesiosaur in the background or something, I think that's what it is. It'll,
Yeah.
brush up against the glass and it'll start cracking. And Amun-Ra goes like, no, I can't swim. I did such a bored inflection of it. There's a reason I'm not a voice actor. But
Well, I'm sorry. He says he can't swim. He's a...
yeah, don't think about it.
I mean...
Don't think about it.
Leave me alone! I must concentrate!
Leave me alone, I must concentrate.
Interesting.
Yeah. So also about the tricking system, you might see me doing backflips and barrel rolls and such. You do that, you know, you have to set that up on the ramp. Like, you have to hold L2 and then hit, like, left, right, do a barrel roll or something.
Okay.
And I think the game thinks you can do tricks while flipping, but I can't. Like, I try to do them and I can't. But the thing with those, you know, the barrel rolls, front flips, back flips, 360 spins, is that they increase your performance meter no matter where it is. So if you're up there in the red, like at the top of your speed, you just do one and then you stay in the red and you can keep going. All right, so like coming up is his unique line.
I can't swim! No!
All right.
All right, there was a bit of the Amun-Ra.
He sounded about as interested as you did.
It's unbelievable!
Yeah.
When I fit up on my chest, you will know I am the best!
And then they all say something afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, perfect
124-47.
perfect 100 out of 100 game. I don't know about that. Again, you kind of have to start memorizing the tricks if you want to do anything more basic than the basic tricks.
Right.
But it is, you know, there is a whole lot of improvements over the previous one.
Right.
And it's kind of surprising coming from Rainbow Studios, who did, like, these games and then the MX vs. ATV games, which I don't think they ever tried to improve at all.
Right.
It was like the same game released year after year after year.
Yeah.
Which you saw this was a THQ game, and that was kind of what they fell into doing overall as a publishing company. So
That's sad but true.
yeah.
So, Polar Plunge.
Yeah, that'll be next time. There will be 4 videos, 2 races each for the world mode, and then I'll have to see how long the stadium courses are. It's stadium, I just remember that. But they probably won't be that long, considering they fit like 15 of those in.
So when it says freeze career, that means that's basically just save the
that
career.
Means save the career.
Okay.
That, yes, it's a weird version of the word save, but if you just go from race to race, your career doesn't actually save.
Oh.
So that's kind of how they also keep you, keep you going. It only saves once you choose to, and you can only do that between races.
Huh.
So, yeah, next up we'll see a little more of the game, and then we'll go into why I keep getting points and what you use those points for.
Cool.
Because you might have seen that.
See you guys then.